Hello, and welcome to my look at the Life Below demo during the Steam Next Fest. I have already gone through this because I thought I was recording everything, and it turns out audio was not recording. So, this is going to be a little bit of a replay for me, but, audio is important. Um, so, here we are under the sea, following a turtle from what's a healthy reef to kind of a trash reef here. Ooh, plastic. Um, ooh. We've got a little bit of a coral formation, something inside, and oh, it's glowing with eyes. And out it comes. Very pretty graphics here. And boop. And growth. Okay. So here we are. We've and it's and has friends who are on garbage collection duty. Very good. And they are also growing things. Very cool. And there's a nice soundtrack to go with this game. Unfortunately, I just can't have it on. You know, copyright rules. And here we are. Moving around this formation here. So here we are, a new guardian. Got a water sprite and tentacly. So we've been promoted. Guardian, to guardian from water sprite. All right. Yes. And they know you are a former one, so here we are. This is Lady Gaia. We are serving Lady Gaia, trying to restore a reef. The first thing we can do here is we can reclaim some basic resources. So let's send our water sprites to go reclaim things. Speed up. And there we go. Everything has been reclaimed. Now this comes out, and there's essentially, there are pylons. So that's a pylon. You have energy, and then you also have to build things in range. So let's also go down here. Let's have this, and then we do want to turn on the sprout coral, and we want a second clam making thing. So there we are. Let's speed up. And we're also going to do some claiming there. Claiming there. Get some resources going. There's also a moon coral we want to put over there, because we can do another sprout coral there. Things are getting produced. Very good. Get things going, get things developing. We're harvesting. Very good. Yeah. We've got harvesting. And now we have another interaction with Gaia. Gaia, it says the message was Gaia wants us to meet with someone. So we come in here. And great progress. But you don't lot unfair. No, we're not a disappointment, but you need guidance, and voila. Friend of yours swimming around. Former reef guardian. Guy can't be everywhere at once, so Pontus is there to be our new guide. So, talk to a lost spirit. Wants shiny things. Probably a former decorator crab. Alright. So if we give him 15 pearls, we'll complete his quest. So we'll go ahead and authorize pearls to him. And there we are. Pearls done. And now we'll get someone to take him to the heart. And voila. We get a reward. Growth and brain coral. This is basically unlocking research. We're just going to put down 2 brain coral. Come over here and a growth coral. These things are getting built. I think we're going to need to get some more. Probably need another clam. I think the clam is going to be higher priority because we're going to need more pearls. Take that over there. Get one more pearl there. Harvesting some brain. It's a little bit of a slow going here, so that's why I recommend speeding up. You also want to develop your base economy. We need more pearls, so getting another pearl generator built. Pearls are kind of your general money income. The coral matter will eventually you'll build up. You won't need tons immediately, at least as far as this demo goes. Once you kind of get out of the early phase of the demo. These 3 should be enough to sustain our coral matter needs. Pearls, we probably want a few more. How are we doing? Mines. So we'll do... Now we can do here. And here we can come in, we can go research. We want to research a crafter. So, get working on a crafter. That takes more pearls, also takes brain, or growth essence, I guess is what they call it. And now these things will be researching. Yeah, we're probably going to get full and not be able to empty everything, but that's fine for the moment being. So we've also got growth. Let's head to our next thing. We want to get a soul well researching. We also want to get the crafter online. And now we need to get some more moon coral on that. And right there. Because we want to get these wells operating. We now have soul wells. This will lower our pH balance, but that'll be fine. There's a lot to do here. Growth. We can hold off on that until we have more pearls coming in. Because right now we need to do that. And so then into our crafter. We also need to harvest the some of these things to be used for crafting. But the big thing we can here is we can make soul sprite, or sprite essence. These sprites are going to be a huge part of what we do. Because crafting these sprites essentially means that we will have more workers. So we can only have 4 with our base. Each of these wells brings up +2. So all right. Yes, you want us to get some things. Grow that. Bring up the crafting menu. I'm going to put another one of those. And then on the growth menu, we need to get that working. So, get that working there. And then, let's see. Got things working, so there we go. Things are getting crafted. I think we're getting our last worker down. We're up. See, we're full of coral matter. No problem. That's outside of network. Low pearl count. Right. You all start working on that. Get some nice algae growth going. And then we do want anemones to house fish. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this storage coral researching. Because that's the next thing we can research. I want to get that fully researched. Okay. Let's go ahead and do a seagrass. We should have some seagrass lures. Come on. Thought I created in the crafter. Seagrass lure. Okay. Like, why isn't that opening? Okay, there we go. And this is going to bring some fish in, which is going to get me some biodiversity points, which I'm immediately going to use, and because I have some foreknowledge, I'm going to get some chill coral. We're going to need that. And while we're working here, I'm also going to put some more moon coral up because they produce some power. We're going to need that. Okay. So, that's the chill coral. I think we also want to, we're going to want to research some alkaline coral. And that's, again, something I know in the future. But just to go through and speed this game along. And this, basically what this is going to let me do, is by having these chill coral here, is going to let me avoid some damage. If you want me to harvest seagrass, that's fine. I can harvest seagrass. Move the story along. These will activate if, you know, we need them, but then they'll turn off. But these will chill the coral just a little bit. Okay. Things have moved along. Yes, have 5 biodiversity. We need to grow things. let's see. Smell of sulfur. Heat wave, total devastation. Oh no. To find a way to avoid the heat wave. So, you know, I've got some chill coral. Same way you know, like, you can make things there. Ooh, we're starting to run a little low of algae. Because you need algae in an area to support um, yeah, to support fish. You don't want it too high for algae blooms, but the more fish you put in the area, the more algae they're going to eat. So having a good amount of algae production, not a bad thing. Let's come over here. We're in the middle of the heat wave. Temperatures. There we go. Got the temperature just right. Got it under control. But like, these also add temperature. So just to be on the safe side so I don't have to repair everything, let's put a chill coral there. It'll just, it won't activate until it's needed, but if it's needed, it's better to have it. Alright. Now, we're probably going to need more homes. Craft. Keep working on those. Because now we're going to have to go into our growth menu. And these will take biodiversity points, which I don't really want to spend that on at the moment, but this is going to take one biodiversity point to unlock other zones. So let's go ahead and do that. Harvest a bit more of these. So I will have them. Okay. And let's place out the lures. I'm wondering why I can't get the lures to open. That's really just kind of annoying. We're going there. We also do want a fish hollow. But I think we'll hold off on that for a moment. Let's see, can I get the... Thank you. And get ready to harvest another one of these. And I think one more. Let's see. And that should get me the last point of biodiversity. I mean, crafting-wise, come in here. Craft. Then I'm going to do just another moon coral just to have the energy growth. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and purchase that there to expand. Here we are. Let's go ahead and do that, but we have to set up our own, essentially, network of things here. So, what we're really going to want to put over in this area is a storage coral. that's out of... That feels foolish. There we go. Storage coral. So we have a base of operations here. That will also allow us to store things. Now the pH levels are hovering right there. So what we are going to want to do in this area is put a few alkaline corals. We're also going to want to move that. But now that we've got this storage, the storage consumes, doesn't add. But this is the storage coral. It's online. I don't know why you're coming from all the way over there. There's a reason we have storage corals. And again, they do smart functioning. So we'll do that right there. And now we want to do more soul kind of things. There should be a new kind of thing we can get. Let's move that boulder and one more soul well. Let's come over to our crafting menu and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Start working on it. Because the workforce is huge. Then 5/6. There we go. Let's clear that as well. A giant pot of whales overhead. But either way. Let's see. Alright. We've got algae. We want to get some good algae production over here. Let's continue growth. Do this wonderful little moon coral thing. Okay. And we're also going to build like one anemone home here. I think we may need some more algae. Could happen. And let's build a lure. That should get us, 2 biodiversity points. Which means we can come back to our research and we can get the fish hollow, which will get us more biodiversity. Getting research because now we can research the fish hollows, and look, we've got a new type of grass to harvest. Just now going to let us get fish hollows. Sure, different kind of, got the energy here for it. Let's come back over here. Yeah, all my chills are turned off, but that's fine. We're going to build a lovely little fish hollow. Let's come in here into crafting. Craft 2 gray lures. So we're going to do gray lure. We're going to do it right there. Bring some fish in there. Do a gray lure over here. Yeah. Okay. Things are still okay. We still have enough algae here. That's not perfect, but it's not in the red. Here, not perfect, but not in the red. And as you can tell, these alkaline corals are also working, providing the appropriate pH balance to keep this area safe. Very good. That's working. We've got all that done. And now we've got a bunch of biodiversity, which lets me come into our research thing. And we might as well just get acid coral and heat coral. While we're working here, we'll just rotate around. Building up here. We've got this beautiful thing of fish. They're all the resources are getting collected. Storage-wise, we're kind of very close to capacity. Let's come back here. Heat coral. Let's just research that. We have all the basic coral types. We can balance our pH. Like, we now have crafters, soul wells. Like, we can now hold the thing. Fish olives, yeah. So there we go. Done all the research. So now, what we get to do is try to unlock the next zone. And we get a little dialogue. Been doing well. This area's a bit unusual. Something's troubling. What kind of message? Could be coming from Gaia, from a greater power. Cool cinematic of the demo will end. Okay, so to the end of the demo. Let's go see it. So if we do this, we purchase. We've unlocked a new area. And here's the expected cutscene. There's Lady Gaia. Yay, you've uncovered a new part of the reef. And now we're going to swim around, possibly explore. Yes, likely a good reason it's lost. But let's go see what's going on. Yes, giant skeleton. What happened here? So Gaia still wants us to nurture to bring it back, which makes sense, since we're supposed to be guardians. And we swim off screen. There we are. And there's the demo. But anyway, so cool little interesting kind of builder there where you're kind of restoring, just building up, along the bottom of the ocean there, and then trying to get, fish to come in and live there, which gets you, the biodiversity points so you can do more growth and further develop. So I think it's a very cool little demo here. And I want to say thank you much for joining me, and be seeing you.